Well, that was broken. Oh boy. So we're running late tonight, but we here. We live. I was up for way too damn long. Like, it was about 22 hours. Just working on stuff last night. Started, like, going ham on things all last night. And, then I just didn't sleep. And now I ended up falling asleep at around, it was like 10 something. So, I could tell, you look tired. I always look tired, man.
Aw, you wanna be my subby? Yo,
So I was about to say-
ew.
So I was gonna say, we got new alerts and stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Hunter, thank you for the 9 months, my dude. Holy shit. Your little mans be standing now. Yo little mans. Be sitting here looking like, is it this one right here? Is it this one? This man right here. This is what you got. Nicely. How's everyone doing? I didn't realize text to speech was on. It wasn't. I was about to get into that. I now have text to speech enabled for I think it's $5 donations and above, subs, gift subs, community sub type shit, bit donations after a certain amount. But we got a bunch of new voice lines for it, and there's like a 50-50 chance for a lot of them if it's like one or the other. I got all of my commands working again, knock on wood. And I got like the new offline screen. I've just been working on a lot of shit. So it was an insane night, dude. How's it going, dude? How you doing, Hunter? We got some interesting things for you guys tonight. So let me hop over into the Discord and hop over into the streaming tab in case anyone feels like joining me. Noise, yeah boy, yeah. Playing gamer games, nice man. I heard that Genshin Impact is out now, so a lot of people are pretty stoked about that.
And you know I gotta hop in.
Yeah boy, yeah. So my cousin and my uncle, because I went over to my grandparents today to go and help them with some gardening, then they're like, you want to stay for dinner? And I was like, free food? Yeah, of course. And had like a nice roast dinner. It was awesome. So I told y'all I was gonna talk to my grandma about if anything happened to like my dad when he was a kid in those woods that were where I grew up, because they actually used to live around the corner when he was a kid, right? I think that's probably why he moved back to that area, because he knew it. And grandma said that she didn't know anything about the woods or hear anything about it, and he never told her. It makes sense, because my dad isn't the type to tell people anything. But I got a few stories out of my uncle. Not about those woods, but he's a long haul trucker. Yeah, so he's like, I've seen some stuff, right? I was like, yo, you gotta tell me what you've seen, right? And he told me a story about some weird, almost like Jeepers Creepers scarecrow thing that he dealt with. The one night when he pulled over to the shoulder and, you know, was taking his rest. And then another time when him and a bunch of the other truckers in the area were all going over the radio, like, do you see that thing in the sky? Because they saw a UFO. So I got those stories to tell. My cousin,
was it orange?
I don't fucking know. I didn't ask him that. He just,
fair enough.
he's not the most descriptive of people with things. I love my uncle, but he's not the brightest of people. So he probably wouldn't even remember the color. I think he's probably colorblind at this point too. I don't know. Aki can confirm. My uncle, not the brightest, guys. Doesn't even matter which one. He knows they're both not smart. And then, but my cousin, he's got a lot of stories because he grew up in a haunted house. So he might be joining us tonight. And Aki has joined the call. How's it going, buddy? Don't make me look like an idiot. I know you're in the call. Or is your mic not working or something? Yeah, his thing isn't even lighting up green. My mic no work. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
It works 99% of the time.
Yep. Oh, also, how do you guys like my my Gura cosplay?
I don't know who that is. I'm gonna assume that it's good.
Shark. It is. It's VTuber. I even have a little top fin. I am Gargura now. I am the new Gura. I am Shark. You know what? We're just gonna wear it like this whole stream. This is what we're doing. And then when my girlfriend ends up going to bed, we'll be turning off that light and I'll be using my actual spotlight. So I think it's gonna be a little bit different. But that's why it's a little bit brighter right now. We have an actual light on. So Aki's mic will eventually work. I don't know how I feel about having it on like this because it feels like it's pulling on my headphones slightly. But whatever. Hopefully it draws in the crowd. We're talking about spooky stuff, and I'm in a shark outfit. Just start wearing my like cute sweaters. I got like a pink bunny one. That's a big cute like, bunny on the front. Hey, there you are.
Okay, hey, fix.
Yeah, it's gonna turn you down just a little bit.
Alright.
Oh, that's not good. But yeah, so yeah, it was I got some interesting stories, and if my cousin does end up joining us, oh my goodness, ads. If he ends up joining us, he'll tell us the stories. He was telling me a couple of them, and I'm like, that's kind of fucking freaky. I'm not really down with that. He was like, yeah, me either. I was a kid. Oh boy. Also, my OBS updated, so now it looks kind of weird. It's got a bunch of checkboxes and shit, but it'd be that way. So how's you guys sometimes?
I mean, okay.
My day, I worked. I got a big old thing of paint dumped on my shoes.
Not good.
That's all that happened.
It's a very eventful day. Oh boy. Yeah, I really hope my cousin replies to me soon, but I told him I'd be live at 11. And he's like, I might be awake. And I was like, alright, cool. And then I messaged him at like 12:30. I'm like, hey, you awake? And he's just like, there's no reply yet. So I assume he probably fell asleep or some shit.
Probably.
I mean, worst case, have him on another night. Vaughn was potentially gonna join us tonight, but I don't know what he's up to. He got kind of busy with things. So, but he had stories too, so I was like, God damn, we're gonna run out of stories. Should probably turn the music back on. Now that the ads are over. Curse you, Spotify. I will never pay for your services. I might one day, but not today. For things. Alright.
As someone who pays for premium, I will not say anything.
I mean, I have nothing against paying for it. I just don't have the money for it, so no.
Big facts.
Pretty much the only thing I pay for anymore is YouTube Premium.
Why?
Why? Because I like to listen to that shit at work.
Fair. That is fair. Man, I'm just super stoked that I got a lot of my
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, I use YouTube Premium for sleeping.
Oh, me too.
I'll throw on Game Grumps or something while I sleep.
Yeah, I've been watching a playlist of Just Dan, like his playthroughs of like the old Sierra games. So yeah, it's pretty dope. It's almost like listening to like a D&D session kind of thing. Just because, well, it like he reads off everything that's on screen, right? And since that game is very descriptive of what's going on around you, so it's pretty dope. And then you also get to hear like stories from when he was a kid and stuff, so it's kind of cool. But
nice.
What was I about to say? So I could just start telling those stories that my uncle had told me. My head suddenly got itchy right in the one spot between my hat and my headphones. D&D ruined my life. Are you sure it didn't enhance it, Chief?
I was about to say.
Yeah, boy. But, so... Actually, Hunter, how come you asked if the lights were orange?
Because whenever I was younger, whenever I would go out and wait for the bus, I would always look up and there'd always be like a little orange thing in the sky.
Want to hear something really weird? He was going through Texas. That was when he saw the lights in the sky. And he said he was driving the one night, and he saw this light kind of go across the sky and then just stop, and then move back, and just kind of dart around a little bit, and they saw it for a few minutes while he was driving. And so he goes over the radio, he's like, anyone else seen some weird lights in the sky? Right? And everyone else over the radios, I don't know the name of the radios, but like the radios that truckers all have, and they're all like the same frequencies
The
and stuff.
radios.
That's what it is, yeah. All of them were just like, yeah, I see that too. And then apparently it just kind of, and it was just gone. Just right up in the sky. And it was like, oh shit, that sounds kind of spooky. So, and then
And
I
that's a
actually
big
have a couple pictures to show you guys as well. So my family is obviously kind of what's the word, like sensitive to like supernatural kind of shit, I guess. We're surrounded by it. I think it might just have to do with the native blood. I don't know. I look hella white. I just got the eyeballs, whatever. So let me just show you some pictures. These are the same uncle that saw that stuff. All right. I believe this is the first picture I want to show.
Do you happen to know what part of Texas he was going through?
I don't know.
Do you know like the time frame?
No.
Fuck.
He just told me like at one point. He's not a very bright
I was
man.
gonna say.
So
Not
if
very
you look at this
descriptive.
picture, all right, on the left side, right, I blacked out his face so it doesn't show him, right? So this is my grandparents' house, right? And on the left side, you can see a couple orbs, right? No, it could be dust, you know, whatever. Take a look at this picture. You can very distinctly see a hand going like right here on him. Like you can count the fingers. It literally looks like somebody is leaning down. Yeah. And like you can see like the leg and the body and the arm. It literally looks like somebody is just sitting there with their arm on his shoulder. Now I don't know how well it comes up on stream, but on my phone, when I had it on my phone, it almost looks like there's a head next to him too. But it's like incredibly faint. Like it's right over top of the banister that you can see up there. So
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna be real. That just looks like dust.
I mean that's fair. But like you can very distinctly see and count the fingers and a thumb on the hand right there. Like my hand is in pretty much the same way that it is. If you look at it. It literally looks like someone is putting their hand on his shoulder. And then it just lines up perfectly with an arm, and it's just looks like someone's just leaning towards his ear. It's kind of freaky.
It doesn't even look like it's like malice either. It looks more like comfort.
Well, it was my grandparents' house, right? Which is a very like calm and protective environment, and that was taken back in 2015. So I don't know if we had any family members pass in 2015, but it definitely looks like it could be just going by the scale of it, because that chair isn't a big chair. It looks almost like the height of my great grandmother, his grandma. So I'm not saying it is, but it's her daughter's house. And it looks like a very nice touch type thing, like a not there to hurt you kind of thing, right? And it just, she used to do that to us too. Like she would just go down and be like, "Oh, sweetie," and she'd like put her hand on you, like right at the shoulder, and she would just say like, "It's okay," type thing or whatever. Like she was a sweet old lady, but she passed away when I was 13, just before I went and graduated elementary school, right, in 8th grade. So. Yeah, so that was a neat little thing that he showed me. So, kind of weird, but kind of cool. Yeah. I thought it was like literally my cousin was just chilling, and he's one of those people that is just like, I got a weird vibe. Then he just pulls out his phone and starts taking pictures because, you know, ghosts come up on pictures. And he got that, and he was like, "What? Oh, shit."
Smart.
Yeah. And then that same uncle is the one that is the trucker. And he told me about, y'all ever seen Jeepers Creepers? I personally haven't, but apparently it's about like a scarecrow or something. Yeah, so he said that the one night when he was, you know, done what he's allowed to drive for the day, he pulled over to the shoulder and he went to go take his nap, right? And when he pulled over, there was like a big cornfield next to him, and he sees out in the cornfield, and he said it was in Edgewood, Illinois, I think is what it was. I think that's the town he said. And he saw a scarecrow in the cornfield, which, you know, makes sense. And no, what you doing? Meow meow to you too. You gonna be my stream partner tonight? Come here. So he said that he was out in Edgewood, Illinois, or I believe that's what he said, but that town. At least I know it was Illinois. And you gonna sniff me, Noella? You know who I am. God dang. And so he said that over in the field he saw a big scarecrow with big hat, big black coat over on the post. And it was like, alright, whatever. It's kind of creepy, but you know, it's a cornfield, makes sense. So He lays down. He said he was laying there for like anywhere from a half hour to an hour, and he started hearing this weird noise around his vehicle. And he was like, it almost sounded like someone was like walking and heavy breathing. So him being a trucker and having a load that's, you know, worth a lot of money, it was like, oh, I'm gonna get up, right? And he's not a big guy, but he's not someone you ever want to mess with, right? Because, you know, trucker, he used to be a biker, you know, big guy. And so he's like, all right, get up. And so he grabs his flashlight and he steps out because he doesn't need a weapon. He's a weapon himself. So he steps out of his truck and he locks the door behind him, right? And he starts walking around the truck and he's doing all the checks. And he's looking on everything and everything's fine. He made sure that everything was locked up and there's no footprints, no scuff in the dirt or nothing around his truck, right? So he's like, okay, whatever. Gets back into the truck, glances out, and he sees the scarecrow again, but it looked a little closer. He's like, okay, whatever. Maybe I'm tired, you know. And then he went back to sleep. And he said that a couple hours went by, and then he heard the noise again. Was like, not really on board with this, but I know everything's all locked up, and I'm good. So, you know, he just went back to sleep. And in the morning, when he woke up and he looked out, there was no scarecrow out there. And he was like, that was really freaky. Huh. And that was literally his extent of that story. But that is pretty freaking creepy if you ask me. That you see this big ass scarecrow out there. And then literally later on, after hearing weird noises, you look out and it's closer. And then you hear weird noises again, and then in the morning it's not there. That's a little scary if you ask me.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, hi.
I'd be a little
I saw him walk
freaked out.
behind you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Sorry, I'm eating some chicken strips because I haven't really ate much today.
oh, good.
So I'm just kind
I
of.
mean, I had a walk earlier and had an interesting experience.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a walk a couple days ago, I think. And I was just walking down the street, basically, just to get a walk in.
Yeah.
It's like 11:30 at night, I want to say. 11:30 midnight.
Okay.
And those things that we normally see, 3 of them followed me home.
Jeez.
And I was like, "Huh,
Man,
hi guys, how's it going?"
I'd be a little bit spooked. I'd be like, oh boy, oh boy.